I'm about to fly on some of the most expensive and craziest aeroplane seats in the entire world. Like a seat on the world's first ever gaming aeroplane, a suite the size of an entire hotel room, and to start off, we have got the world's highest rated first class seat. So I'm on a mission to try and find the world's best aeroplane seat, and we're starting off with Singapore Airlines' first class suites, which is one of the highest rated aeroplane seats in the entire world, and an average ticket goes for about $23,000. But what makes this the best first class in the world? Well, within the first few minutes of sitting in my seat, I started messing around with it and realized it could do this. Now, on this 13-hour flight from London to Singapore, there's going to be 6 things which we're going to test out to see what makes this seat the best rated in the world. Starting with the free stuff you get. In a normal aeroplane seat, you might get yourself a small blanket and pair of headphones. But in this seat, first of all, we get a little amenities bag with a bunch of soaps and creams. We also get some really nice headphones. Now, I did think that was going to be it for the amount of free stuff you get. However, right here,
President. I don't care. Put me in that room with Donald Trump.
you get a bunch more things like slippers, earplugs, and pajamas.
What do you need slippers for?
The air host what else I can get for free on this flight. I might as well try and get my money's worth. This was kind of expensive. I've got a question to ask you. I said, are there any like secret items that like you can get for free on this flight?
He's not allowed to tell you. It's above your pay grade.
Oh, look at that. My personal flight attendant, Sharon, told me that there was actually a few more secret items I could get for free throughout this flight. But right now, we've got to move on to our next category. Right, now it's time to move on to the seat, or should I say the suite, because I mean, this is an entire room you get here. In a standard economy seat, you have a few inches of legroom and you're able to recline a little bit. But in here, it's fair to say you have a bit more room. Now, obviously the main thing in this suite is the chair, and it's unlike any chair on an aeroplane I have ever seen. Like you saw before, this chair can actually turn by pressing a button on the armrest. However, the chair doesn't just twist and turn, because we can also recline. And if I really want to relax, I can even put my feet up. I really am starting to see why this is the best rated first class suite.
Nah, I need to see a bed for this chat, you know. I don't see a bed I can sleep on. This is not a good suite. Not at all. This is a starter pack, basically. This is expected of a first class seat of $23,000. And I better begin on my destination 3 minutes early. Okay, sound effects don't work, but we don't count that.
If you think that one room is crazy enough, just wait until the end of the video where we'll be exploring a plane where you get 3 separate rooms all to yourself. However, there's still plenty of things that we haven't discovered in this suite. For starters, this room actually has a full carpeted floor, 2 individual windows, a huge fold-out table, and where in most first-class seats the seat itself turns into a bed, this suite actually has its very own. I cannot wait to try this out later. However, right now, I want to see what sort of tech this room has got. Because in most economy seats, all you get is a small touchscreen tablet. What sort of tech this room has got. Because in most economy seats, all you get is a small touchscreen tablet and a small remote. But in here, we have a way bigger 32-inch touchscreen TV, a remote that also doubles up as a games controller, and an iPad remote that controls every aspect of the room, like changing the lighting levels or making the TV do this. And unlike economy, where you only get 1 USB port to charge up your devices, this suite has 2 full-size outlets and a port that I have never seen on an aeroplane before. But we'll take a look at that a bit later, because right now I want to see how the world's best rated aeroplane bathroom compares to a normal one.
This is a 360 camera.
Normally when you go to an airplane bathroom, it's like a porta potty Normally, when you go to an airplane bathroom, it's like a porta potty in the sky, right? Normally, when you go to
Guys, I know for a fact, I'm not the only one who sees it, right? He's holding nothing. I know he's holding the camera in his right hand, like a 360 type, but he's holding nothing.
An airplane bathroom, it's like a porta potty in the sky, right? This honestly feels like a 5-star hotel room bathroom. Like, for once, I can walk around in here. This thing is huge.
Not only is there an entire makeup area down here, there also is just so many amenities. Like, we've got shaving cream here, toothbrush and toothpaste.
And even some deodorant.
Very nice.
Toilet seat is nice and padded. There can't be a bathroom better than this, surely. This is unbelievable.
I never expected that.
Now it is time to test out the food. In most economy seats, you get a decent meal. However, there's not much variety in what you can order. But
What is this? The 1970 McDonald's starter pack. I'm not fucking with
in
it.
most economy seats, you get a decent meal. However, there's not much variety in what you can order. But in first class, I have an entire menu to choose from.
Dim Sum Delights. Chicken. Wagyu burger. This is awesome. Butter chicken onion sub. Wagyu burger. Mike, this is nice. This is really nice. Oh my god.
Wow.
What'd you order?
Wow.
Ooh. I need it. I don't need it. I don't need it. I definitely don't need it.
Genuinely, that smells amazing. But
But you didn't really have to put your full nose in it now, did you?
how would it taste? I guess you can tell by the impression on my face that it was pretty good. But I wanted to see how far I could really push the limits of this seat. So again, I asked Sharon if there was any secret menu items that I could get my hands on. And sure enough,
Like the ice cream.
there's ice cream.
You want one?
I want some. Can I get ice cream?
Chocolate ice cream. Yeah.
There's no. Where's the chocolate ice cream on this one?
It's not here. That's why I said.
Oh, they need to have a secret menu or something.
Yes.
To be as outrageous as possible, I asked if I could be served the ice cream at 3 o'clock in the morning. I'm not very sure they'll be able to fulfill this request, but I guess we'll find out later tonight. Guys, the sun is now starting to set, as you can see. So I'm just going to point my chair in the other direction and take a look. It was now
Lucky
time for me to test
bastard.
out what the bed was like. However, remember how I said earlier there was a port on this plane that I've never seen before? Yeah, it turns out that that's a HDMI adapter, which means I could take a portable gaming device like my ROG Ally X and connect it up to the TV for an incredible gaming
Wow.
experience. When I finished gaming, I made my way over to the bathroom to get ready for bed. I put my pajamas on, brushed my teeth, had a shave, and stubbed my toe. All whilst my lovely flight attendant made my bed for me. Oh my god. Look at this, they even put the little teddies in the bed with me. Honestly guys, this bed is incredibly comfortable. I am gonna go get some sleep now, but I just want to say, Singapore Airlines, you have impressed me. Oh my god, I can see why this is one of the highest rated first class seats in the entire world. Like,
Wonderful.
anyways, I'm gonna go get some sleep now, and I'll see you in the morning.
There's hundred. I wouldn't say hundreds of thousands, but I would say thousands. Probably tens of thousands of other airports, right? Actually, no. I don't think so. I'm fine with the ads, please.
It's the most.
Oh
This is
my
the
word.
hazelnut ice cream,
Oh
chocolate
my
ice
word.
cream.
It turns out they will serve you ice cream at 3 AM if you ask for it. I'm starting to think now there's nothing you can't do in this seat. This has been the nicest flight I've ever been on, but we're about to see whether this next plane is any better because
we're about to board world's first ever gaming flight.
So this is Qatar Airways' Q Suites, and because they have 3 different size suites, these can cost anywhere between $3,000 and $30,000. But luckily today, we have access to the entire first class cabin. Now apparently this is supposed to be the world's first gaming plane, so as I boarded, I had one question on my mind. What exactly makes this a gaming plane? Because at a glance, this just looks like a normal first class seat.
Oh my word.
You see, Qatar Airways have invited us out to the Gaming in the Sky event, which has brought together some of the biggest gaming creators in the world because
Qatar Airways say that this is the best plane to play games on, and I want to test that out. Now, I did an entire video playing games in loads of different airplane seats, so I want to see if this one right here
Is that a
the
difference?
best one.
But before we start building our gaming setup, let's take off and see what free stuff you get. First of all, we got ourselves a nice little amenities bag.
We got an eye mask. We got free socks, some deodorant.
You get some moisturizers.
We also get some really nice headphones. The strangest aux cord I've ever seen in my life. We have got a little pillow, a bigger pillow, and probably one of the nicest blankets. We have free socks, some deodorant.
Okay.
You get some moisturizers.
We also get some really nice headphones. The strangest aux cord I've ever seen in my life. We have got a little pillow, a bigger pillow, and probably one of the nicest blankets I think I've ever seen. This is like actually premium. I could go to bed in here, but I'm not. I'm gonna like just get comfy and get ready to game.
Now, moving on to the actual seat itself, because of this privacy door, it technically makes this a room. A bit of a small room, but you still get an insane amount of leg room. Now, I personally have a single suite, but there are also double suites and quad suites, which means if you're flying with friends, not only do you get a bit more room, you can also game together. But back to my seat, we've got a small storage box on the side right here, and we also have an infinite amount of reclining options. You can go forwards, you can go back, and you can also turn this thing into a bed. Now, before I go and
that's not really a bad, to be honest.
I wanted to see what other people's setups were like, starting with the Fortnite GOAT T-View.
I'm watching right now. What is this running off a switch?
So you're telling me that the GOAT of Fortnite is having to play on an iPhone? How the hell is that even possible with like no lag? Well, you see, this Qatar Airways plane is the first of its kind to have Starlink Wi-Fi, which literally means you have around about 100 to 200 megabits a second whilst up in the sky. Meaning you can do things like browse the web, play online games with friends, or even download games if you didn't have any installed. Now, pairing that Starlink Wi-Fi with things in your seat like a full power outlet and a HDMI port, you can bring a gaming device on board like a Nintendo Switch or a laptop and not only charge it up throughout the entire flight, but also play it on the big screen.
Yeah, look at this. This is literally like playing a game at home. Qatar Airways, you genuinely might have the best gaming experience on an airplane.
And unlike Singapore, there's actually multiple HDMI ports, meaning you can have multiple monitors and even multiple people playing at the exact same time. But if you didn't bring any games on board, this seat still has you covered because of the inbuilt games controller.
Which I won't lie, is the best games controller I've ever seen on an airplane. Like, this thing is responsive. It has really nice big buttons. It connects up to the screen well. Like, the games are actually quite good on here.
And honestly, this flight felt like it was going so quickly because I didn't really feel like I was on a flight at all. And whilst I did want to get some more gaming done,
It's time for a bathroom check. This toilet is obviously a little bit smaller than the Singapore Airlines one. However, it's still very nice. You've got 1, 2, 3, 4 mirrors.
different body sprays and hand creams.
You've got
So we got 360 mirror. Totally not weird.
tissue dispensers literally everywhere.
And just like Singapore Airlines, we have a complimentary toothbrush and shaving razor.
That is coming home with me.
So even though the toilet is quite small, I was still very impressed. But it's now time to head back to my seat to try out the food. Now this menu had so many options, but I knew exactly what I was gonna get.
Ice cream, please no. Bread.
And straight after ordering, they put out an incredible table spread. However, would my food be any better than on Singapore's?
Oh wow, thank you so
So
much.
this sauce for the beef.
Guys, I need to show you this right now. Look at that steak. Got steak. I've got The Witcher 3. If I want to play Mario Kart, it's there. Does life get any better than this? I don't think it does.
Anyways, it is time to try my steak.
Oh. It's very
I bet you guys this video was very expensive. This video was very expensive.
good.
After finishing my food,
Oh no, mate. But I wasn't over.
If I want to play
I
Mario
wasn't done
Kart,
yet.
it's there. Does life get any better
What if I want to play? Yeah, never mind.
than this?
I want to play God of War, Spider-Man. Nintendo doesn't have that.
I don't think it does.
Anyways, it is time to try my steak.
Oh. It's very good.
You're already out of time.
After finishing my food, I played a bit of Mario Kart with my friend E-Man.
Yes, man! Big W! Great game, bro.
Watched a few other creators play a game of FIFA. I even played a game myself
FIFA?
and won.
Yes! Come on!
In this very moment, I couldn't believe that I was 30,000 feet in the air. That's the one thing I'm going to say about the seat is that I really just didn't feel like I was on an airplane for half of it. Like if I was to just close the windows, I would just feel like I'm in my setup at home.
Because it's got everything. It's got games. It's got good food.
Wow.
Good Wi-Fi. Wi-Fi. You never get good Wi-Fi on a plane. Ever. And I'm getting like 200 megabits a second.
And now the only thing left to do on this incredibly unique flight
You wrote the review?
was to test out my bed.
I actually underestimate how crazy the legroom is. It genuinely is very, very good. I'm going to get out my included eye mask and I'm going to catch some Z's.
After a few good hours of rest though, my time on this flight had come to an end. This has easily been one of the most unique flights I have ever been on, but we've still got to try out the biggest and most expensive plane seat in the entire
50,000.
the Etihad Residence. A seat in here can cost literally anywhere between $20,000 and $30,000.
Ah, so the gaming setup is also the
We're
same.
about to try it out. Before I even got onto the plane, I was privately escorted to a lounge where I had my own private room, private bathroom, and I even was given a massage. After that, again, I was privately escorted, but this time I was going past everyone to be the first person on the plane.
Wow, my.
I was moments away from sitting in the residence, and I couldn't believe what I was seeing.
Wait, what are these? Oh, lads.
What you're seeing here is real. I get a full private bedroom all to myself, as well as my own private lounge, and a third room which we're going to be exploring later in the video. Right now,
Why?
I am in the Residence, which is the world's biggest commercially available to buy plane seats. We're going to take a huge in-depth look at what you get in this seat, but right now, at the moment, everyone has just been walking into my cabin because they want to check it out.
Sorry, can I?
Yeah, you can
It's
go-
yes,
yeah,
it's
yeah.
our residence.
Yeah.
And there is just can I just
Yeah, yeah, go in. Everyone wants to everyone wants to take a look at my cabin. Come through to my house.
Two.
Yeah, two.
Seats two. Wow.
That's all right, man.
I just want to say, these are all first-class passengers, and they're all completely shocked by what I have in my room. It's unlike any airplane experience I've ever been in my life. I've got a long 13-hour flight ahead of me from Singapore to London.
Again? Oh my god. What did you? What's so good about Singapore? This is at least a 2-day video, chat.
So let's kick it off by checking out what free stuff you get here. Now, just like the other planes, we get a bag of amenities that features things like slippers, pajamas, and a full set of creams and lotions. I also have a free Wi-Fi voucher, which I can use to have free Wi-Fi on the flight. Unfortunately, it's not quite Starlink, but I still appreciate it.
Biggest and massive. Best plane on the planet cost $30,000, and I have shittier Wi-Fi.
Free stuff doesn't stop there, however, because under my footstool,
I have a drinks bar all to myself.
Beverage?
And now that I had a nice cold beverage, I could take a look at the seat itself.
Now you get 2 seats in here, which kind of makes it a couch. You also get a really nice footrest here as well, which is just incredibly comfortable.
You also have a small control panel that allows you to recline your seat, adjust the firmness of the seat cushion, and even something that I never would have expected.
You have
Whoa.
like
Are these seats forward and back?
I don't know. Wait, do it something again? Because I think something.
I swear they do.
Something moved here. Look, 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 look.
Whoa, whoa.
That's right, the footrests are motorized, and they also double up as extra storage options. But that is about everything. Everything in the first room, that is, because behind this door we have an entire bedroom to ourselves.
Mate, I'm gonna strangle you. I've had enough of flexing. He has flexed enough on me, Chop. I think it's time to put a stop to this before the rage bait. I have been rage baited. Get me out of here. Yes! And before we go out, I would like to thank everyone for being here with me. Appreciate you guys. Much love. And we'll see you tomorrow. But before that happens, alright guys, chat, y'all know what time it is. I appreciate you guys for being here with me today, man. Love you guys. And as always, you know what I'm saying. We're gonna break records. We're on our journey. It's never too late to start. Keep pursuing your dreams. Whatever they say. Those are just the haters that are going to keep hating, like Dre said. So who else? To the rest of you, the non-believers, the honor achievers, the tool and the leaders, you guys make me sick to my stomach. Fuck. With that, we're signing off.